let's talk about something you've probably heard of. Maybe you're even a little curious. It's called Reiki. And man, it lives in this really interesting and sometimes controversial space where wellness, spirituality, and science all kind of collide. And that brings us straight to the big debate, right? Is this a real hands-on healing technique, or is it all just a powerful placebo effect? That's the core question we're going to dig into today. So, first things first. Before we can even get into the debate, we've got to understand what people are even talking about when they say Reiki. Okay, so the name itself actually gives us a huge hint. It's Japanese. Rei means universal, and Ki, well, that's the same Chi you've probably heard of in things like Tai Chi. It means life force energy. The whole idea is that this energy flows through us, and sometimes, stress or pain can block it up. A Reiki practitioner's job, as they see it, is to use a really gentle touch to get that energy flowing smoothly again. The main goal, just to help you relax and feel less stressed out. Now, this isn't a totally new concept. While the specific system we call Reiki today was put together by a man named Mikao Usui in Japan back in 1922, the basic idea of hands-on healing, that's ancient. We're talking roots that go back thousands of years. So it's really an old idea in a new package. And now it's practiced all over the world. And this next point is absolutely crucial, so let's be super clear. Reiki is considered a complementary therapy. That means it's meant to be used with or alongside regular medical treatments. It is not a replacement. Think of it this way. You'd use it to help with the stress of chemotherapy, but you would never use it instead of chemotherapy to treat cancer. Big, big difference.
Okay, so that's the theory, but what actually happens when you go for a session? What's it like?
Let's walk through it. Honestly, it's a pretty simple and chill process. You don't even take your clothes off. You just lie down on a table, kind of like a massage table, in a quiet, peaceful room. The practitioner then puts their hands either very lightly on you or sometimes just floats them right above your body. They'll hold their hands over different spots, your head, your arms, your torso, for a few minutes at a time. And that's pretty much it. A full session is usually about 60 to 90 minutes long. So yeah, to sum it up, you're fully clothed, the touch is super light or even non-existent, and the main thing people say they feel is just deep relaxation. A lot of people also mention feeling this pleasant warmth coming from the practitioner's hands. And yeah, it'll typically set you back somewhere between $25 and $100 a session. Which, leads to the obvious question, why do people pay for this? What are they getting out of it? Let's look at what the fans of Reiki say. If you look at the list of reported benefits, it's all about feeling better. The big ones you hear again and again are deep relaxation, less stress, and less anxiety. People who are really into it also say it helps your body's natural healing get a little boost and just generally improves your overall sense of well-being. Some even say it helps with feeling tired all the time. And people use it for a whole range of things. They'll use it to help manage chronic pain or to cope with a mental toll of anxiety. And like we mentioned before, it's also become really common for people going through cancer treatment to use it, just to deal with the stress and fear that comes with all that. All right, so that's the story from the people who use it and love it. We get the what and the why. But now, we have to make a hard turn. We have to ask the big, tough question. Is there any science to back any of this up? And here's where the two worlds just smash into each other. You have this statement from the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health, and it's pretty blunt. They basically say that not a single good study has shown that Reiki has any real health benefit. From a hard science perspective, the proof just isn't there. Okay, but it's not quite that simple. There is a little bit of a gray area. A few smaller studies have hinted, and I mean hinted, that maybe, just maybe, Reiki could help with pain and anxiety a little more than a sugar pill. But the key word here is small studies. The scientific consensus is clear. We need much bigger, much better research before anyone can say for sure. So you might be thinking, okay, so what's the big deal? It's non-invasive, it's safe, what's the harm? And that's a fair question. The main danger of Reiki isn't the practice itself. The risk is that someone with a serious illness might choose to do Reiki instead of going to a doctor and getting a treatment that's actually been proven to work. And that's a huge, huge deal. It's why that word complementary is so important, not alternative. So, we're left in this really interesting spot, aren't we? Science has no proof, but the practice isn't just surviving, it's thriving. So why? Why is it so popular if there's no evidence? Let's try to figure that out. Get ready for this, because this might surprise you a little. Over 800 hospitals in the US offer Reiki services. Yeah, you heard that right, hospitals. The place is built on science and evidence-based medicine. That sounds like a total contradiction, doesn't it? So what is going on here? Well, it all comes down to how they're using it. In a hospital or a hospice, nobody is offering Reiki to cure cancer or fix a broken bone. They're using it for comfort. They're offering it to patients to help them relax, to help them cope with the fear and stress and pain that comes with being really sick. It's not about curing the disease. It's about making the patient's experience just a little bit better. It's about their quality of life. And that, right there, is the heart of the whole thing. You've got two different stories. The scientific view says, look, we can't prove how it works. It doesn't treat disease. It's probably just a placebo effect. But then you have the patient's experience, which is, I don't care how it works. It makes me feel deeply relaxed, less anxious, and more comfortable. And here's the kicker. Both of those things can be true at the exact same time. So that's where we'll leave it with one last question for you to chew on. If something is safe and it genuinely helps people feel better, if it reduces their stress and brings them comfort when they're going through something awful, does it really matter why it works? Does it matter if it's a universal life force or just the simple, powerful act of one human being showing compassion to another